great to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the UCF Knights and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. The ground game is crucial today. With the freshman quarterback, they know they can rely on their senior running back to attack. He is a great safety blanket. If they get in trouble with the quarterback, they can just hand it off. The ground game will be important. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Knights will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snags it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Michael Hawkins extending the play, trying to make magic with his feet. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The option, the keeper. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Touchdown, West Virginia. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So UCF's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Duke Watson, last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the
wide open spaces. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Wants to throw one first. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Wants to go up top on second down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
He's got it on the move. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Pulls it in. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter.
And that's a really nice play.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point is good.
Number 96, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Watson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because every...
Lets it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Knights are flying down the field. They'll give it to Watson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a give to Watson. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Look out! He'll try to do it himself. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Watson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. After run, now throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him again. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throwing, Hawkins. Firing deep. He's got it down the field. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Weaver. Shakes a man, and he might take off. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Touchdown, Mountaineers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. West Virginia uses the timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They go play action with Hawkins. Turns up, it's Hamilton. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Hawkins. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the running back has it. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaches.
We're going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He'll do it himself. He's got enough. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Michael Hawkins on the play action. Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Sends it back in motion. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
On fourth. Hard running there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, West Virginia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. That's it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. All wideouts, no backs. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Maybe some room here. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On the move. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Trying to establish the run. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Farmer. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Rushes on. Makes the grab on the left.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The throw. Swats it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UCF! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Michael Hawkins. Got his man on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. And if they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Point of the season. Neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Duke one more time. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Follows his blocks. It's Williamson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Handoff for Watson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Handoff again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got...
And, guys, they are going to line up for the field goal here. I thought they might go for it in this situation. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Red Evan on the RPO. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 4th down, Hawkins. Into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Changing the routes with his receivers. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Throwing, Hawkins. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. Quick give. It's Simon. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Knights! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Hawkins. They're all over him. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. Drops back. It's Hawkins. Slings it downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll ride him again. There he goes. Defense comes up with a not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They go play action with Hawkins. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. On the ground. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
West Virginia, 51. UCF, 45.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Running inside, it's Simon. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Knights want to move quickly. Second down to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. time, and they need to get it to the end zone. Calls his own number. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me...
Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs. Like
touchdown, UCF! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.